Welcome to Amy's Crafts and Things. I'm Amy. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make fringe to create a fringe height chart that you can embroider and have by your side when you're digitizing your projects. The first thing that I will have you do is click on Shapes and click on the rectangle, and we'll go ahead and draw out our first rectangle. From here, we will remove the outline stitch and keep our satin stitch. In our sewing attributes, we will remove undersewing, so make sure that box is unchecked. We will go home and we will go ahead and click on size. I'm going to change this to about 55 millimeters wide. I will uncheck maintain aspect ratio, and I'm going to start my height at 5.0 millimeters. Feel free to start your height at any millimeter you would like. I wouldn't go any narrower than 3.0 millimeters, but you can certainly experiment and create your chart how you would like. And click OK. I don't like the black so much. I want to be able to see it better, so I will change that to something a little lighter. I want to check my entry point and my exit point because I want my fringe to stitch from top to bottom, left to right. So let's go ahead and go into our select tool and grab that entry exit point. And we will move the entry R1, region 1 to the right, and region 2, the exit point, to the right. So to the left for region 1, to the right for region 2. In our sewing attributes, let's scroll down to direction, and we will choose 90 degrees so that it stitches top to bottom. We'll check our work by clicking on the sewing simulator. And as you can see, it's stitching out how I like it. This is the base for our fringe. There's no undersewing. There's nothing here to anchor it down. So if you were to flip this over right now and cut that white bobbin thread, everything will fall out because there's nothing anchoring it to your project. So to create the anchor, we will go ahead and click on our Shapes tool, and we will click on the manual punch running stitch. From here, we will go ahead and click and drag to the length that matches our rectangle. Click enter or double click, whichever way you prefer. I want to change that to a different color just so that I can see it for the time being. We'll make that one black. Make sure we have it selected first. And change it to black. But a running stitch is not enough to hold it all together. I will change that to a satin stitch or a zigzag. And I will also go over to my sewing attributes and change my zigzag width to 1.5 millimeters. That is very narrow, but it's just enough to anchor everything together. My line here is a little crooked, so I will go up into my select tool, select my points, grab a hold of the one that is a little crooked, and I'll try to straighten that out here. And I'll make sure it matches lengthwise to my rectangle. So to do that, we'll go ahead and click our select tool, select our points, and I want to take a look at how long that is. So we'll go to size, and it's 55.9, so that's okay. And my purple rectangle, go home, select it, select size, just to ensure both rectangles are the same. And it's a little off. We'll fix it. 45.9. Uncheck maintain aspect ratio and click OK, and everything should line up now. So this is our first one. So this is 5.0 millimeters. Now you're going to do this for each one. So I will go 5.0 to 5.5 to 6.0 to 6.5 to 7.0. You can go as tall as you would like. I'm just using a 4x4 hoop here, so space is limited, but it's a good starting point. So from here, I will go ahead and select both of my parts. And I will group those together. So let's make sure everything is selected. And we will group it. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to copy and paste these lines so that I have about 5 different samples here. So we'll go copy and paste. I'll hold my shift key down and move it down just a bit. And then I'll go to paste again. And drag it down a bit. And I'll do that for each one that I want to do. Paste one more time. Click and drag. If you go into your sewing order then, the first one we did, it's already set at 5.0. So we'll go to the second purple rectangle. We'll select it. We'll go to Home. We'll go to Size. The second button, uncheck Maintain Aspect Ratio and change this to 5.5 millimeters and click OK. Now I'll do the next for each other one that follows. So we'll select this one. We'll go Home, Size, second button, uncheck Maintain Aspect Ratio and change it to the next height. And go ahead and do the same thing. We'll select it. We'll go Home, change our size, uncheck Maintain Aspect Ratio, 6.0 millimeters. And the last one, select it, go Home, click on Size, uncheck Aspect Ratio, and we'll change this one to 7.0. And click OK. Now you're not going to remember what they are just by having them stitched out this way, so we're going to label them. We'll click the text tool. We'll click on the small text, choose a bold font. I will be using ultra bold, and then I will click where I want to place it, which will be here, and I will label each side. So there's 5.0, and you will do that for each height that you have in your chart. Now certainly when you do this, you will be adjusting and moving and aligning everything the way that you would like. for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to breeze through this part. 6.5, but you get the idea. And one more to go. Seven. If you want to align it, you can click up on your measuring tool up on the top there and give yourself a reference line to go by, and then you can certainly then hold your shift key down and move things over and use your arrow keys to fine tune. Its placement. And we're almost there. And a good chart is not a good chart unless it has a title. So we'll go ahead and give our chart the title, Fringe Height. Click on your text tool. You can remove this line by clicking on the button up there that's holding it in place. And then you can title it. To whatever you would like. And then we're just going to make sure that our anchoring stitches, since we adjusted our satin, is right at the bottom base of our fringe. You can do that by clicking on it to select it and just use your arrow key to give it a nudge down. As you increase the height of these satin stitches, it just puts everything off just a hair because you're growing the height, which is fine. I'll just adjust it here. Give it a nudge or two. Click on this, select, and give that one a nudge. There. And the final thing that I will do for my fringe chart is I'm going to select all my rectangle pieces and anchoring stitches, and I will make those all one color. So with those selected, I will go into the Shapes tool and I will change the color. Now that you have your chart created, you will unhoop it, you'll flip it over, and you will cut only the white bobbin thread on the back side of your satin stitching. After you've trimmed off your white bobbin thread on all of your sections, you'll flip it right side up, and then you can just fluff it and it will turn into your fringe that you have just digitized. Thank you for watching today's tutorial in PE Design 11 and Palette 11. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when future tutorials are posted. Thank you so much for watching.